to another episode of Tidbit Thursday, where you gain practical tips as well as biblical principles to help you navigate the natural as well as the spiritual. I am Demitra Woodard, your host for the evening. I am a master certified professional life coach. I am your identity and transformation coach. And on this episode of Tidbit Thursday, we are talking about adjustments before advancements. How many of you know that you need to make some necessary adjustments? Yep, that's what we're dealing with on this evening. So let's dive right in. You already know that I'm going to take you to scripture. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Many people want advancement, promotion, growth, healing, increase, and even elevation. But see, growth doesn't happen because time passes. Yep. Growth doesn't happen because time passes. Growth happens because adjustments are made. How many of you know that there are some adjustments that you need to make? You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. What does that sound like? Insanity, right? You're doing the same thing, expecting different results. So, I got a question for you right off. Do you want better? Do you want better? Well, I'm here to tell you, you deserve better. So the question still remains, what are you willing to adjust? So let's talk about what an adjustment actually is. An adjustment is a correction or modification made to reflect actual conditions. Life changes, season changes, responsibility change. If everything around you has changed, but you haven't adjusted, then you become frustrated. And not only are you frustrated, it really shows. It's inevitable. So therefore, let me give you a speak to it moment. Many people are praying for a breakthrough when what they really need is a course correction. So are you one of those people that need a course correction? So let me give you my first tidbit. Stop doing life on autopilot. Some of you are in survival mode. Stop doing life on autopilot. Are you still operating in a 2020 mindset? That was back during the pandemic, right? Are you still in pandemic mode? Are you operating in that mindset? Are you using strategies that no longer fit your current season? It's time to make adjustments. Have you adjusted to who you are becoming? Success leaves clues, but stagnation leaves habits. Let me say that again. Success leaves clues. Stagnation leaves habits. Sometimes we're not stuck because we're incapable. We're stuck because we're unwilling to adjust. Is that you? I read earlier Romans 12:2 about transformation, right? Well, even God transformed Abram to Abraham. The adjustment came before the promise ever manifested. Yep. As we deal with adjustments, write it down. Here's another point for you. Write it down. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision, make it plain. Write it down. The goal not written down is usually just a wish. Some of you have these fancy vision boards. You got these pretty canvas screens on your phone. You know, they got digital vision boards now. They're just pretty. Are you executing on them? You have to execute on them. As a life coach, I always teach SMART goals, right? Well, when we talk about SMART goals, that SMART represents specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time sensitive, time bound. What have you done recently that matches any of those? What have you been talking about that you haven't actually written down? Because if you're anything like me, the older you get and some other issues going on, that little memory get a little short. Therefore, you may want to write the things down. So let me give you another point. Break big goals into small wins. Yep. Don't overwhelm yourself. Break big goals into small wins. People don't fail because goals are too big. People fail because goals are too vague. Break them down. Instead of, let me give you a practical example. Instead of saying, I want to lose 50 pounds, let's talk about how you're going to get there. Are you going to walk 30 minutes daily? Are you going to drink more water? Are you going to meal prep more? See, that's being specific, measurable, time sensitive, all of that, because you've given that goal a breakdown of how you're going to achieve it. Just like you don't climb a mountain just jumping all the way to the top, right? You climb it one step at a time. Here's the next point I want to give you. Build momentum through routine. Do you need to make a morning adjustment? What does your morning look like? Sometimes you just may need to tweak 30 minutes. While you're staying in the bed, laying 30 minutes, that may be time where you can read or do something that's necessary that's toward one of the goals that you have. So what does your morning adjustment need to take place? Ask yourself, what can I do that moves me forward to the goal that I have? It may just be a morning habit. So let me help you. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. And I'm giving you a part of my habits that I do each day. Guess what? Smile and look at yourself in the mirror and say, girl, you fly today. Boy, you fly today. Smile at yourself. It's okay to smile and say you look good, even though you may not even think it at the time. But it's something about when you tell yourself and smile in the mirror, shifts your perspective, shifts your attitude. And let me help you with something. Here's one more thing I do as well. Do something that brings you joy. I don't know what that looks like for you. I know what it looks like for me, but do something that brings you joy. These simple 3 things can help create a positive momentum for you. What does your evening adjustment look like? Are you one of the midnight stalkers, midnight, you walk all night? What does that look like? Do you need to adjust your bedtime? Before you go to bed, ask what needs to carry over. What is no longer relevant? What simple things need to be canceled? Because don't frustrate yourself because you didn't get everything done for the day. Does it really need to be done? See, everything doesn't deserve another day on your calendar. Let me say that again. Everything doesn't deserve another day on your calendar. Some things need completion. That's like getting up. What is that one thing you got to finish, right? Some things need to be delegated. What can you delegate to someone? And guess what? Some of that stuff on your list just need to be deleted altogether. Here's another point I want to give you. Evaluate what isn't working? We talking about making adjustments, right? Evaluate what isn't working for you. Ask yourself that very hard question. What went well? It's okay to ask what went well and what did not go well. See, the key question is you can easily tell what went well, but can you tell what did not go well? See, most of you spend time defending bad habits more so than correcting them. Yep. But you cannot improve what you refuse to evaluate. So let me ask you a question and reflect on this. What's one habit that's producing results you no longer want? Let me ask that question again to you. What's one habit that's producing results you no longer want? Here's a big point I want to stress, and that's get accountability. Hebrews 12:1 says, let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Get accountability. Accountability isn't control. It's support. Let me say that again. Accountability isn't control. It's actually support. The right people help you stay focused when your emotions want to quit. Yep. So here's my speak to it moment for you. Stop choosing people who only celebrate your dreams. Choose people who challenge your discipline. Let me say that again. Stop choosing people who only celebrate your dreams. Choose people who challenge your discipline. Yep. Here's another point. Your development environment matters. I say this a lot. Your circle matters. Where you dream and where you develop does not have to be the same. Yep. Sometimes growth requires, here's where I want you to dig deep. Sometimes growth requires new environments, new circles, new perspectives, and new opportunities. We're talking about making adjustments, right? What adjustment do you need to make in that area? Don't become so attached to comfort that you miss development. We're talking about adjustments. What adjustment do you need to make right now, to finish this season strong? You're in a season where you may feel that you are in a drought. But what is that one adjustment you need to make now? I didn't say next month. I didn't say next year. I said now. What is that adjustment you need to make now? Because your next level may not require more effort. It may simply require a better adjustment. What adjustment do you need to make? And as I get ready to close this episode, Philippians 4:13 reminds us, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Declaration for this episode. I'm willing to adjust so I can advance. I will release what no longer serves my purpose, embrace what strengthens my future, and move forward with intention. My next level is waiting on my adjustment. So your tidbit thought for this episode: the difference between where you are and where you want to be is often one adjustment away. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Yep, it's right there. You already own it. Subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any upcoming episodes.